with a square, so on to the other square, and we are dividing it into triangles. So you take the square, you put it on the board, take the rule out, and you put it from corner to corner. When you're happy, hold it down, take your rotary cutter, cut, twist, and cut. Put a square on the board, place the ruler over the top, from corner to corner, hold, cut, rotate, corner to corner, and cut. And if you take one of these and you fold it out, you'll see you get a beautiful half square triangle. So for ironing, you iron with the dark side up, set the seam, press it open, and then the seam is pressed towards the dark side. We'll cut off these little doggy ears later. But let's whiz through as many as we can, as quick as we can. I'll set the seam for all three. 1, 2, 3, and just try not to spend too much time faffing with them, because it's very easy to stretch the fabric if you spend too much time wiggling your iron from side to side. So just make sure that there are no folds in that hem and the seam there, and that it's all pressed to one side. I'm not using steam, but I do love steam. I think it gives a lovely crisp look. But you've got to make sure that you don't bend those fabrics and twist them out of shape. So, last night I was mulling over what shapes to do. I've got a friend who's going to have a baby, and since I love quilting, I thought I'd make her a baby quilt. So there I am, hunting on eBay for some fabric. I wanted a charm pack, because then I know I would get lots of different variety. And there were 2 different charm packs that attracted my attention. One was Little Ruby, and that's used by quite a few quilts on Pinterest, and it's very attractive. And the second one was this one, and I was attracted by the geometrics. Being a bit of a science geek, I like the geometric of the pattern, and it was pink and orange, which also struck me as very pleasant colours. Now I don't know whether she's going to be an old-fashioned flowery girl, or whether she's going to be a modern flowery girl, and I couldn't decide either way, so I decided what I would do was I would order both and make 2 quilts. So the first one is already sewn. You're not going to get to see me put that together from the beginning, and that's because the little stand for my phone hadn't arrived in time to do that. However, I've not put the borders on, and so I will share with you how that goes. That material arrived in the post this morning. It's not exactly the colour I wanted. I've got a fat quarter of rose and hubble coral, and when I went hunting for rose and hubble coral polka dot, I couldn't find any, just fat quarters, and I needed a couple of metres, I thought. So in the end I ordered some polka dot in coral, but I hope it's going to be the same colour, and it's not quite, it's a little more raspberry than I wanted. But we'll see. We'll cut it out and we'll make up the border, and we'll put it in some proper light so I can have a look. Keep using my ironing board and it keeps getting lower. I thought my back was aching after ironing one day, and it's my ironing board that keeps slowly but surely getting closer to the floor. Might be time for a new ironing board. These are so quick, which is ideal if you're doing a baby quilt, because I know you do get a bit of notice, but if I was hand quilting with English paper piecing, that would take me years to do, rather than hopefully a few days. So we'll have a go at rearranging these half square triangles into some different patterns and seeing which pattern I like to do. The pattern of the other quilt, Little Ruby, is in windmills, and that is very pretty. I'm inspired by a quilt I saw on Pinterest. I bookmark every quilt on Pinterest that I like. And I seem to spend as much time looking at quilts as I do making them at the minute. I was going to do this in exactly the same pattern. However, so many patterns, so little time, I think I'm going to try a different one. I've got a choice of 3. There are 3 different patterns, all of which are identical apart from the position of the colours. And I've got 3, a raspberry, an orange and a yellow. and the rotation of the centre square. So I'll show you what I mean in a little while when I get these pieces done. I'm not quite halfway. Okay, so this is the first block, and it is the envelope block. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inner one is turned round to make the envelope. You see that? And you put 4 envelopes together and it makes this quite stunning block. So that's the first variation. The second variation is the windmill block, where you turn the centre one. Let's get this right. You rotate the centre block. Yep. So the centre block gives you a windmill shape inside the love letter block. And that is the second block that I quite like. Okay, so what is the third block? A bit more difficult. Let me take out the centre pieces, and then I'm going to take these and I'm going to flip, 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 and flip. So I've turned the love letters the other way around, and if you look at it you can see a star, and then what needs to happen is there needs to be a final piece, and that final piece, it should be 4 the same, and they are in a different colour, and this gives you a star. And I'm umming and ahhing because I quite like all 3 of the styles, and I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up making 3 different quilts, but which one shall I make from these? Shall I make the star, the love letters, or the Dutch windmill shape? I think I need a cup of coffee to think on it, and then I might need to toss a coin. Back in a moment.